Shalom. Start this off by giving all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Wahakwadah Shrakat. Of honor to the apostles and the elders at the great millstone. Peace and blessings to the faithful elect, the men out there teaching the truth, and the men and women and children out there that believe of the Israelite nation, which consists of the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. So we say peace and blessings as well. All right, shalom. So getting straight into it, man. You know, all nations have drunk of her wine. You know, it's a never-ending thing. You know what I'm saying? It's always out here, man. You know, that's why the nations are mad. Matter of fact, let's start with that real quick. We get that Proverbs 14 and 15. You know, and that's all you see going on with the thing. Everything they want to try to tell you on the news. The same people that's lying to you want to try to and openly lying to you. On top of that, you see what I'm saying? Like you going to the FDA. The FDA, them, you know, a chemical company. You know, and here it is, these people trying to tell you that the vaccine is good, but in the same breath, why you shouldn't get it. The dude, Dr. Fauci and all these, it's ridiculous, man. You see what I'm saying? So they just pouring out more and more and more and more wine, man. What you gonna get? You go ahead.
This is Proverbs chapter 14, verse 15. It says, the simple believeth every word.
Yeah, the simple believeth every word. So, where do you hear the words? On the news. Everything they pour out, people believe it. You see what I'm saying? One more time on that.
Con. Proverbs chapter 14, verse 15. The simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his going.
Yeah, so the simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his going. So you, let me get that. First Thessalonians 5:21. You got it.
1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 21. Prove all things. Hold fast that which is good.
So yeah, you prove all things. Let me get Habakkuk 1. Habakkuk 2, Salaki 2 and 15. And keep holding that Proverbs 14 and 15. One more time on that, brother Salaki.
All right. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 21. Prove all things.
Yep.
Hold.
So prove all things, man. You don't supposed to just believe every dang word. You know what I'm saying? How I know you ain't trying to get me drunk? You know what I'm saying? How I know you just told, wait a minute, you just told me what's some things I've seen these dudes say, man, that just don't make no sense coming from them. 1 minute they tell you there's no reason for you to pass up on a life-changing, the coronavirus vaccine, right? The so-called vaccine is supposed to pretty much fight off or build up an immune system. But then in the next breath, article come out, they tell you it's gonna take a while for your body to build an immune system. You see what I'm saying? Build up the immune system to fight. So what's the point of taking the vaccine? Then in the next breath, right? That's what it's supposed to, the vaccine is supposed to be for, right? And the next breath, these mothers come out talking about some what this dude say? There's no reason for you to pass up on an amazing advance in technology. So it's like, wait a minute, I thought this was about my health. You see what I'm saying? So you gonna if you got some sense, you gonna stop and you gonna look through these things and wait a minute, be like, wait a minute, something ain't adding up. You see, but a fool gonna pass on, man, and gonna be punished. Matter of fact, let me get that. You can read that Proverbs 14 and 15 one more time, brother.
All right, come on. This Proverbs chapter 14, verse 15, it says, the simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his going.
Let me get Proverbs. I got it. This is Proverbs 22 and 3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. You see, so I already see what you're doing ain't adding up, man. You see what I'm saying? This is all this is exactly what it is you're trying to do. Whatever it may be. You see, which is obviously a whole bunch of different things. It ain't just about you trying to, save humanity. It's not even just about you trying to get me sick. It's a method to your madness, man. It's more, this whole thing is layered out. Because every time they say something about it, something new come out. So it's going to take a while for you to build an immune system. Okay, so build up immunity. So what's the point of the damn vaccine? Next breath, there's going to be a great advance for technology.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So it's a whole lot of things that this one little thing is setting up, man.
And if I can,
you got it.
Reading, and also just knowing and watching, they said the first people to take it, they're pretty much a trial, It's a trial basis, so there's no science behind it yet that confirms that this thing is working, On top of that,
no facts. Like you said, the scriptures just say, prove all things. So you can't even prove what it is they keep opening their mouth saying. You see what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let me get that real quick. Let me get Deuteronomy 32 and 33.
You got it. It's Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 33. It reads, their wine is the poison of dragons.
That ain't the one yet. Hold off on that one.
Okay.
Let me see. That done hit straight to the point. Let me see. That made me forget the one I was thinking of. But yeah, man. Matter of fact, yep, that's it. Grab this real quick. In the meantime, between time, bring out Psalms 55 and 21. You got it.
Psalms chapter 55 and verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
That is 132 and 30.
But war was in his heart.
You see, so the words of his mouth was smoother than butter. You see what I'm saying? So the Lord is saying these people got a tongue that's smooth like butter. That's a type of substance. That's a type of oil. That's a type of secretion. You see what I'm saying? Have you ever walked on oily floors in the back of a McDonald's or something like that? You got it. A little bit more on that.
It says, but war was in his heart.
But war is in his heart. See, it's a method to this man's madness. You got it. 32 and 35.
All right, con. This Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 35.
Yep.
It says, to me belongeth vengeance and recompense.
Oh, that was it. Yep, keep going.
Their foot
shall
shall slide in due time.
Shall do what?
Shall slide in due time.
So how's it gonna slide? Cause everything you say is oily, man. You see what I'm saying? It's a slippery slope. That's damn So you got something?
There's a little more in this verse.
Okay, come.
That just
Yeah.
line up with that.
It's a slippery slope that you tread up. You creating. You see what I'm saying? Every time this man talk, he's bound to slip because everything he say is oily, man. You see, so his foot gonna slide in due time. So it make perfect sense. Did you finish that?
No, there's more on here.
Go ahead and finish, then you got it.
All right, con. So Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 35. To me belongeth vengeance and recompense. Their foot.
Their what?
Their foot.
See that?
Shall slide.
Shall what?
Shall slide.
Yep.
In due time.
Now watch this. Oh my goodness. You got some more? Come on.
For the day of their calamity is at hand.
Please hold this. Grab Ecclesiastes 5 and 1. Ecclesiastes 5 and 1. So the Lord said their what shall slide in due time? Watch this.
Their foot
come on.
shall slide in due time. For the day of their calamity is at hand.
You got it. Whoever got it. Ecclesiastes.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verse 1. Keep thy foot.
Keep thy what?
Keep thy foot.
So what is the foot really? You see what I'm saying? It ain't really your foot all the time. You see what I'm saying? Keep going. I mean, you got it again.
Keep, Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verse 1. Keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of the Most High.
See that? Watch this.
And be more ready to hear.
So he talking about your mouth. So your foot is going into your mouth. Like I said, you put your foot in your mouth. Come on, watch this.
It says, and be more ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of fools.
And we know that's ultimately going into, being in control of yourself too. You see what I'm saying? See, he ain't got no control of what he's saying because the Lord, he created the fruit of the lips. But see, what's crazy about it, every time that the damn so-called white man talked, it's likened unto oil, as the Lord just said. And he wrote right here, he had proclaimed right here, that their foot shall slide in due time. Meaning what? This is Sirach 20 and 18. To slip upon a pavement is better than to slip with the tongue. You see that? So it's crazy. It's crazy. The Lord literally saying this man, he gonna slip up with some drastic news pretty soon, man. You know what I'm saying? So every time this man talk, he letting us in. You see what I'm saying? It's not a coincidence. I was just thinking about that by the Spirit earlier too. Like damn, everything really being revealed. It's some specific thing that hit me too. It's like it ain't like you catch yourself in times where you don't believe, but I guess when the faith being boosted, you tend to look back and see. Obviously, if I believe more tomorrow, you see what I'm saying? I can only see today as being. I ain't believe that much. You see, I didn't believe that much.
Right.
So that's why I was sitting thinking about it. I'm like, damn, all this stuff really happening. Like the brother, he had sent something earlier. We was talking, and pretty much how something done popped up at the Amazon. You know, Jeff Bezos, he get busy out here. But we already covering these things. You see what I'm saying? So you don't need to be amazed when you see like, yeah, this is what everything I bring out, I'm looking to. You see what I'm saying? Come to pass. Cause it's that real. So you just realizing, and then you realize that in the different avenues. So it's like when these people like, damn, did Max Kellerman really say that on TV? Exactly. This is really happening. Yeah, it's really happening. So this man is written. The Lord saying he gonna slip up with his tongue, man. He said his foot gonna slide in due time. Keep thy foot when thou go to the house of the Lord. And how do we know that's what that's really going into? Because he said be more ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of fools. You see what I'm saying? Matter of fact, hold that real quick, because I know you said you got more on that, right?
There's more on that one and the Psalm 55 too.
Oh, definitely. Hold those, or whoever can get it. Let me get Sirach 21 and 16. I believe that's what I want.
Sirach 21, 16?
Yeah, 21 and 16.
On that.
Yep.
So Sirach chapter 21 and verse 16. It says,
yep, that's it.
The talking of a fool is like a burden in the way, but grace shall be found in the lips.
Hold on, one more time on that, somebody.
This Sirach chapter 21 verse 16. It says the talking of a fool is like a burden in the way.
What's the sacrifice of a fool? His talking.
Exactly.
See that? Come on.
The talking of a fool is like a burden in the way.
See that?
But grace shall be found in the lips of the wise.
Grace shall be found in the lips of the wise. You see what I'm saying? So there's no grace in when the fool talks, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing. It's no. Like he's just gonna bust his ass. You see what I'm saying? The fool gonna slip up with his tongue. Esau's a fool. You see what I'm saying? It's no grace. There's really no grace when you walk in an oily kitchen. Right. Like that floor, that oily floor not about to look out for you. You see what I'm saying? There's no, like if the whole,
You'd have no hope.
Yeah, if the whole floor like oily, you know what I'm saying? It ain't no, we gonna hold it. We gonna take it easy on you. No, if that floor easy, slippery, bro, that's it, man. Ain't no grace, so it's no talking. It's no grace when the fool talks. You see what I'm saying? He's bound. His talking is bound to hurt. It's bound to get him hurt. It's liable to get him hurt. Matter of fact, let's get that word burden. You see what I'm saying? So these people just talking. So we can go all day on this. You see what I'm saying? They just keep going. But let me go ahead and finish this, and then the brothers can finish what they got. This is Sirach 20 and 18. To slip upon a pavement is better than to slip with the tongue. So the fall of the wicked shall come speedily. You see what I'm saying? So Esau about to talk himself right out of power. You see that?
That's what I add to it. And with that, like that grace, I realized it's something I was meditating on the other night. Like the news never stops. It's like literally an ongoing fiasco all day. Like it was a point, like back when we was younger, or whatever, that at the end of the day, like it'd just be a blank channel. You know what I'm saying? Now the news constantly going, so it's constantly, there's more chances for them. So, they're also going into that grace. They're constantly spilling out. So it's something bound to come out, ultimately, with the way they work and how they're constantly just blabbing. You know what I'm saying? Something's bound to come out that's going to destroy them.
Yeah, I got some real quick. This is Obadiah 1 and 6. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? Because they always run their fucking mouth, man. You see what I'm saying? That's how it's sought up, man. That's why I say pretty much we You still holding that? Sirach 21:16.
Okay. Sirach chapter 21, verse 16. It says, "The talking of a fool is like a burden in the way."
That's what's doing it. That talking. All your anchormen are every time the devil, you put any devil, see the elites think they could put any devil in front of a camera and just let them talk. They gonna slip up. Because they the wicked. They have to slip up, man. You see what I'm saying? You got that burden, brother? You got it. Come on, bring it up.
This is burden.
It's all good.
It says a load, typically a heavy one.
You see? So a burden is likened unto a load, a heavy one. What's a load? A whole lot of talking, man. Come on.
It says a load heavily, weight, cargo.
That's all that information, man. Matter of fact, let me get Daniel. I got it real quick. This is Daniel 12:4. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. Because why? All this talking gonna come out, man. All this talking. You see what I'm saying? And then that word increase, when you go into that word increase, matter of fact, let's get it real quick. This is Daniel. And then we're going to get into the lesson. You know, Daniel 12:4. It says, but thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. So the brother just said, you know, burden goes into heavy load, heavy, you know, weight, if you will. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, it says, be or become great. That's what the word increase means. Or become many, or become much. Be or become numerous. It says to make much, make many, to make large, enlarge, increase, have many, multiply, increase. It says to make much to do in respect of, see, to make much to do. You one more time on that, brother. You got it.
The definition?
Yeah.
Okay. I found another one too. It says a load, typically a heavy one.
You see, a load, a heavy one, man. What it say? It's a little more. You keep going.
It says a load heavily.
You see, a load heavily. To make much. You see, make many, have many, to multiply, increase. It says to make great, enlarge, do much, abundance. Heap. Excel, enlarge, continue. It's pretty much, man. He said knowledge is going to become pretty much a burden, man, because it's the same definition pretty much. One more time on that, brother, on the burden. That's pretty much what burden means. Because, you know, how does knowledge increase? Let me get that real quick. Romans 10 and 13. You got it, brother.
It says a load, a heavy one.
Yep, a load, a heavy one. Come on.
The second one I found, it says something oppressive or a heavy worrisome.
Something what?
Something oppressive.
Oppressive?
Oppressive.
Oppressive. Okay, come on.
Or heavy worrisome.
You see, or heavy worrisome. And that's that's the Isaiah 10. When pretty much woe to them that decree righteous decrees, man. You see what I'm saying? Let me grab that real quick. Cause read that new one you just got again one more time.
It says,
watch this.
Something oppressive.
Something oppressive. See that?
Or heavy worrisome.
Or something heavy worrisome. This is Isaiah 10 and 1. Woe to them, woe unto them. You see? Woe unto them. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that right grievousness which they have prescribed. You see what I'm saying? It says, yeah, so that's it. These people, and that their decrees is in the form of words. You see what I'm saying? For the purpose of saying you can or can't do this, or you must do this. And that becomes grievous. You see, but these are things they subscribe. So that's a form of a burden. That's a burden. You see what I'm saying? That's oppressive. Matter of fact, let's go here real quick. This is Isaiah 10. Because, I mean, see, we talking about the same people, and it's the same message. So all of this goes into each other. Grievousness, when you go into the word grievousness, you got imal, which means labor. See that? That's a burden. Wearing effort. Hence, worry, whether of body or mind. Grievance. So you can't make this up, man. This is 100% the same thing. All right, let's see. Yep. And then when it's prescribed, you know, that's just going into engraved. It's solid. It's signed, sealed, and delivered, man. You know? So I think that's pretty much it on that. So how does knowledge increase? This is Romans 10 and let's see, Romans 10 and 17. So then faith cometh by hearing. You see, and hearing by the word of God. So the faith is pretty much being in the know on, you know, it's a way out of this thing. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to just die when the nuclear bombs hit. You could turn, if you're a so-called Black, Latino, Native American, Indian, you're an Israelite, you could turn back to the Lord. You see what I'm saying? You can repent. You could turn back to the Lord, and you could be saved. Because it's this thing that's been, we're made righteous by our faith. Real quick, this is Romans 10 and 4. It says, for Hamashiach, and that's through believing in Hamashiach, Yahushua, who people ignorantly call Jesus. So yeah, you turn back to God, but you got to do it in the name of his son, Yahushua. That's the faith. That's the faith now. Because we believe that he died for us to where all our sins, he took the sin, he took on the sins of many, of all Israelites. You see what I'm saying? So now we have to take on his lifestyle to pretty much qualify for having our sins wiped away. You see what I'm saying? And to not die. You see what I'm saying? But to live. This is the faith. Romans 10 and 4. For Hamashiach is the end of the law for righteousness. See, Jake just think they don't want to turn this because they think they just got to keep the law, keep the law, keep the law, keep the law. It's the law. It says, for Hamashiach is the end of the law for righteousness to everyone that believeth. See what I'm saying? So you got to believe. But it tell you in, I believe that's James. I think that's James, the first chapter, the second chapter, where it might be John. Pretty much, no, it's James. Pretty much how you got to have both. You got to believe and you got to, have works. You see what I'm saying? So that's the faith, man. You see, but you can't know about these things unless somebody tell you. So that's knowledge. You see what I'm saying? That's being on the know. So you can't have knowledge unless somebody tell you. Knowledge cannot increase without somebody talking about it. So we're in the times now where knowledge is increasing on the right-hand side and on the left-hand side, which is how you have Esau, you know what I'm saying, getting ready. He's slipping every time he talks, and he's getting ready to fall out of power. You see? So that's increasing. All his secret things, his hidden things. And then that's the left-hand side. Then on the right-hand side, you got, more revelations of the scripture coming out. You see what I'm saying? What this thing is really about. And that's why the Lord said, keep your foot when you come to the house of the Most High, because you in a place where you can be checked for that, man. It's better to give. It's better to hear than to give a sacrifice of a fool. What's a sacrifice? Is when you give something. You see what I'm saying? When you give up something, you offer something. So the sacrifice of a fool is what he has to give is his pretty much vain words, foolish words. You see what I'm saying? And that's Esau. And his words is ultimately likened unto slippery words. You see what I'm saying? So every time he speaks, knowledge is increased because he done slipped up and revealed something else. Every time he speak, he closer to busting his tail. You see what I'm saying? Hitting that pavement and that being better. But you got something? Go ahead.
This is Psalms chapter 64, verse 8.
Come on.
So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves.
See that? That link right up. You see? So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves because they won't hear the instruction of Yahweh Shai won't give it to them, man. You see what I'm saying? So it's beautiful. It's perfect. So every time this man talk is pointing to his end. Every time. Every time you see his red self get up and talk and got some new information coming out, it's closer and closer to him pretty much being playing out the judgment, bringing forth the judgment that's written in here on him. Thus making their own tongue fall upon themselves. Because the scriptures say, man shall give account in the day of judgment for every word which he's speaking. You see what I'm saying? Which he shall speak. So you can't make this up, man. Was there any more on that?
A little bit. It says, all that see them shall flee away.
You see? Because you're going to put everybody on game. Thus, knowledge going to become increased. That's how you got the scripture written. You see what I'm saying? We're going to go into the lesson after this. But you got the scripture written how the liberal shall, the churl shall not be called liberal no more. You see what I'm saying? Because this man, he done told on himself. He done slipped with the tongue. This is Sirach 20 and 18. To slip upon a pavement is better than to slip with the tongue. So the fall of the wicked shall come speedily. So that's his way out. Every time Esau run his mouth. So the best thing he could do is really be quiet. You see what I'm saying? Because all we gonna do is take it, like how they take Jake in the world words and they sound vital. We gonna take everything you said and we gonna expose it according to the scriptures. That's why you want to keep your foot when you come into the house of Yahweh Shai, man. You see what I'm saying? It's better to hear than give the sacrifice of a fool. So whatever you say, we like the ultimate counterpuncher, man. That's how the Lord got it set up. You see?
That's what they say. Anything that you say can or will be held against you.
Yeah, man. And that's gonna backfire, man. That's your foot being taken in your own goddamn pit, your own net that you dug for us, but you gonna fall in it. You see what I'm saying? You got something?
You got that on the churl.
You got it. Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 32, verse 5. The vile person shall be no more called liberal.
Yep, the vile person, come on.
Nor the churl said to be bountiful.
And that's the so-called white man. Because that word vile goes into being basically profane. You see what I'm saying? You got it.
For the vile person will speak villainy.
See, because speak. So we're going to be able to identify who you are because you're going to be talking. Matter of fact, hold that real quick and get, I believe that's Revelation 13. 13 and, jump there with you real quick. You can't make this up, man. Revelation 13 and start at Start at 11. Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm saying.
Come. This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 11. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth.
See, on his way up, he was coming up. See, come on.
And he had two horns.
He had two horns.
Like a lamb.
All right.
And he spake as a dragon.
You see? So he had two horns like a lamb. So he looked like a lamb, and he did what?
And he spake.
And he spake. So we still talking about talking. The tongue. Come on.
As a dragon.
As a dragon. So he just exposed himself. See, every time you talk, you expose who you truly are. You see what I'm saying? Whether you're a fool, whether you're a man of God, or whether you're not. Whether you're wicked. You see what I'm saying? Because the Lord said, by their fruits you shall know them, man. You see what I'm saying? And when you talk, that's likened unto a fruit. Let me get that real quick. Isaiah 57 and 19.
Okay.
Come on.
Isaiah chapter 57 and verse 19. I created the fruit. So like, I create the fruit of the lips.
So there you go, man. So your words is likened unto fruit. And the Lord said, by their fruit ye shall know them, man. You see what I'm saying? It's just clear cut. See, every time you talk, you just open yourself up for this to happen. Come on. So the longer you keep doing it, the longer we're going to keep doing it until the Lord, puts an end to this. Come on.
Peace. Peace to him that is far off.
See, peace to him that is, come on.
And to him that is near,
Yep.
saith the Lord, and I will heal him.
Yep. Jump to 20.
It says, but the wicked are like the troubled sea.
So the wicked are like the troubled sea. Watch this.
When it cannot rest.
When it cannot rest, come on, meaning it won't stop. Come on.
Whose waters
it won't chill out.
No grace.
Yeah, no grace. You fall in that. You could fall in the water on the wrong day. You see what I'm saying? It's just, it's gonna devour everything. So that's what the wicked are likened unto. You see what I'm saying? When you open your mouth, because you're just gonna be like a fool talking. You see what I'm saying? And you're gonna destroy everything, which is what? Your kingdom, man. You see your own kingdom. Come on.
Whose waters cast up mire and dirt.
And those waters are likened unto people. You see what I'm saying? So the elite, they put the damn these people in front of you. You see what I'm saying? In front of us, and they try to get them to rock everybody to sleep. But the scripture just said, whose what? Let me get
whose waters cast up
3.
mire and dirt.
See, whose waters cast up mire and dirt. You see? So just through your news articles and your own anchorman and anchorwoman, we find out what's really going on. We hear about the dirtiness in Hollywood. We hear about the dirty politicians. We hear about all these different things. Come on, brother.
God, this is Revelation chapter 17, verse 3. So he carried me away in the spirit.
Come on.
Into the wilderness.
Come on.
And I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast.
Come on.
Full of names of blasphemy.
Where you at? 17?
17:3. God.
Let me see. 1. And then up to 15.
This is on Revelation chapter 17 and verse 1. And there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials and talked with me, saying unto me, come hither. I will shew unto thee the judgments of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters.
You see, the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. So that's really, you can see in that the elites, pretty much that whole pyramid setup scheme. You know how they got the 13 families at the top, and then you got the news, and how they control the depth slaves, which are at the very bottom. But you got the news and their tools, the army, the military, the police. You see what I'm saying? College,
their weapons.
Yeah, shopping. You see what I'm saying? That's their arm. You see what I'm saying? So the banks. You know what I'm saying? But the main thing we're going into is them damn anchormen. Those news media. You see? So it's a whore that sit above the waters. Because the waters are who? Watch this. Because it's really a whore. It's America. That's the her. If you see the title of the video, man. All have drunk the wine of her. You see? The wine of her. That's that woman right there. Come on.
Revelation chapter 17, verse 15.
Now who is the waters? Come on.
And he said unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, are prophets.
You said, no.
Where the whore sitteth, so like.
Where you at? 15?
Yeah, come.
You said prophets, brother.
Peoples. So like.
You got it. That's Satan. Come on.
Revelation chapter 17, verse 15.
Come on.
And he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth.
You see, and she said, because it said the whore is sitting above the waters. You see what I'm saying? As in, pretty much, they like support for her, those waters. But who are the waters? Come on.
Are peoples and multitudes.
One more time on it.
Revelation chapter 17, verse 15.
You got it.
And he said unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, are peoples.
There you go. So those waters, man, they're people. Come on.
And multitudes.
Multitudes of people. So this whore is using these people as pretty much a kickstand, man.
And nations.
And nations.
And tongues.
Yeah, and we know that's true. Because when you go to matter of fact, let's go ahead and prove that real quick. That what you was just reading, just go right back to where you was reading, Isaiah 57 and 20. You see, so the elites are, you know, using their arm, which is the news, the media. You see what I'm saying? Or America. Let's be on point with the scripture, right? So the whore is America, right? But who runs America? More Edomites, just Edomites. They created this place known as America that's likened unto a whore. You see what I'm saying? And it's involved with everybody in you know, wicked acts. You see what I'm saying? Abominable acts. Now, who are the people that's running America? Well, you got the elite bankers, man. You got the people over in Europe ruling America. Because that's really how. Why you think when they have their summits, they go east? You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing here, man. This is where the murder happens at, man. This is where you get away from it. They got the damn a lot of those summits, they be in the damn NATO's headquarters in Belgium. You see what I'm saying? So you're not making this up. So you got high elite Edomites, so-called white people, sitting upon all lower Edomites and other nations and using them in the form of them acting as a medium, which is the media. You see them anchormen. You see what I'm saying, to bring out garbage. But every time they talk, they're Edomites too. They're gonna slip up. Thus, knowledge gonna get increased. You see what I'm saying? And that's what that just said, because the whore sit upon many waters, which are people. Now, how do these waters do for her? You got it.
This is Isaiah chapter 57 and verse 20. It says, "But the wicked are like a troubled sea."
See, but the wicked are like a troubled sea. That's water. Come on.
When it cannot rest.
Yep.
Whose waters?
Whose what?
Whose waters?
So whose waters? So the wicked is Esau, man. First and foremost, elite Esau, Amalek, man. You see what I'm saying? Sitting upon other people. You see what I'm saying? Using them as the form of a medium, a middleman, right? To be in between them and the people. You see what I'm saying? Them and the hopeful elect. But we see through all that. Because it say, the simple believeth every word. So I'm not sitting back hearing that crap, man. I'm seeing straight through it. The prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. A prudent man is somebody that looks to their whereabouts. And they look ahead. You see what I'm saying? You got it.
It says, when it cannot rest, whose waters?
Whose what?
Whose waters?
Come on.
Cast up mire and dirt.
That's just dirt, and that's filth. And that's all the news talk about. They always talking about somebody's business. You see what I'm saying? So, and it's only been bringing, you know what I'm saying, to light these people really the devil, and you can't trust these people. Because since the inception of you putting our people in front of cameras when tragedy happens in our communities, you see what I'm saying? We knew then, Jake and the world knew this. You can't trust these damn devils. Because look, they always making us look crazy. That's all Jake say. Jake know that. Go ahead.
It says, there is no peace, saith my power, to the wicked.
The point of 20 though, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's just that simple, man. You know what I'm saying? You using people, and they're helping bring the end of your kingdom. And they know that. That's why they know at the end of the day, they probably just gonna have to cut it. Because the worst thing that ever happened was the internet. The worst and best thing that ever happened was the internet. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, we can go ahead. Brothers got anything they was holding that we ain't finished? I'm gonna drop this. So this is how knowledge is gonna be increased. You see what I'm saying? And the talking of a fool is a burden. A burden being a lot of weight, pressure. You see what I'm saying? Increase in something. Increase in what? and more words that can hurt, and more things that can put people on game on your agenda. You see what I'm saying? Because it ain't no grace in it. You see, because look, what happens when our grace period is up? That's when it all ends. You see what I'm saying? So Esau is literally living his end since he started. That's why he said, I saw another beast come up. You know what I'm saying? Because you niggas just all these heathens. So that's pretty much it, man. So let's go ahead and get into this. Let me get Revelation 18. Yep. And then let me get what's that? Isaiah. That's Isaiah 52. In fact, we get to Deuteronomy 32 and 33. Hold that. And then we get 32 and 33. And then we get you got that, brother?
Come.
Go ahead, bring it up.
This is Revelation chapter 18, verse 3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
So what do it mean by all nations have drunk of the wine? Meaning they actually fell for it. They bought into what she was saying and what she was selling. So all these things that we just pretty much cut, everybody bought into. That's how you hear. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let me get Jeremiah 50 and 1 real quick. Let me grab that. You know, so all nations have drunk of the wine of her fornication, man. So they believed it. Because most of these people are simple. Yeah, start at verse. Hell no.
Jeremiah 50.
Yeah, this page don't even look the same no more. So like it. Yep, let me get 50. I think that's 51 actually. Yep, 51 and 7. One more time on that, brother, what you just read.
Is Revelation chapter 18, verse 3. It says, for all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her.
So the kings of the earth, all these different kingdoms, meaning places, these different countries, you see what I'm saying? They actually got involved with somebody they shouldn't have got involved with. You see? Because that's what fornication, you see what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and get that, brother. 51.
Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 7. Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hands.
So the Lord been getting, he been getting these people finished since Babylon was set up. Because it said Babylon had been, you know what I'm saying? Lord has been pouring out Esau's philosophies, you know what I'm saying? Because he created the fruit of the lips. If we talking about wine, what are we talking about fruit? We talking about grapes. You see what I'm saying? You got it.
Said by Jeremiah 51 and 7. Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, that made all the earth drunken.
So the earth was already drunk. You know what I'm saying? It just got worse. Come on.
The nations have drunken of her wine.
The nations have drunk of her wine, man. You see? Come on.
Therefore the nations are mad.
Because during this time, Jeremiah was actually in Babylon, but he was seeing the future as well too. You see what I'm saying? So that's why you got Babylon, then you got daughter Babylon. That's why he was able to write about it in the way he was, because he like, this place that I'm seeing is just like this place. This is like, it's worse. You see what I'm saying? It's like the rendition. You know what? Daughter Babylon. That's what this is. Wherever he was seeing. You know what I'm saying? Wherever this brother was seeing. So to make the nation, the Lord been doing this, man. He been doing this. You know, these people ain't got no damn sense, man. They believe everything these people say. That it's been going on. And now, it's just at the highest level. Thus, all the nations are mad, meaning crazy. You see what I'm saying? And then they ultimately mad too. Because they realize what's going on. And that's why we coming into the time too where America, they about to get recompense for this. Because that's why the Lord said, all that see her shall flee away. They're going to stop doing business with America. Then the Lord also said the liberal, the vile person shall no longer be called, you know what I'm saying, liberal. They're like, what? This filthy? You know what I'm saying? What? I want my money back. You know what I'm saying? And you know, some people, they put more to death over $20. Mm-hmm. That's these nations. America about to get put to death for something over something petty. You see what I'm saying? Because they petty. You know? You got that?
God. Mm-hmm. Revelation chapter 18, verse 3. Yep. For all nations have drunk of her wine, of the wrath of her fornication. Yep. And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her.
You see?
And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies.
Because you got the merchants being the people, the mom and pop stores, these small businesses. You see what I'm saying? They wax rich. You was able to come up off what America was selling. Exactly. Which is the American dream. You know how many people bought into that? You know how many people drunk of that? You see what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let me get John 6, St. John 6 and 54. Okay. And then let me get Matthew 26 and I think 21. Just to prove something real quick. Because what does the Lord literally mean by drinking, man? You see what I'm saying? Whoever got the John 6.
Okay. This is John chapter 6 and verse 54.
Come on.
Whoso eateth my flesh and drinketh my blood hath eternal life, and I will raise him up.
So the Lord said, whoso drinketh his flesh and eateth his blood hath eternal life. So what is he saying right now? Is he telling us to literally drink his blood? No. Let's go ahead and get this. Matthew 26 and 27.
Come on. Matthew chapter 26, verse 27. And he took the cup and gave thanks and gave it to them, saying, drink ye all of it.
So he said, drink ye. He gave a cup. You see? Because there's always a duality with it. Balance, 2 cups. He gave them a cup. And he said, do what?
Drink ye of it.
Come on. This is your Howard shot. Come on.
For this is my blood.
He said, drink ye of this, for this is my blood. Now, was that actually his blood? Was he standing there bleeding at that time? No. Come on.
For this is my blood of the New Testament.
Come on.
Which is shed for many for the remission of sins.
This is similar to, come on.
But I say unto you,
watch this.
I will not drink henceforth of this fruit.
Of this what?
Of this fruit.
Which is what fruit? Come on.
Of the wine.
Of the what?
Of the vine.
Of the what?
Of the vine.
Come on.
Until that day when I drink it new with you in my Father's kingdom.
That's it, man. That's the wine. You see? One more time on that, brother. Let me get Deuteronomy 32.
This is John.
33.
This is John chapter 6 and verse 54. Whoso eateth my flesh and drinketh my blood hath eternal life, and I will raise him up.
So what was he talking about? He was talking about the fruit in which he gave, which is that wine, which simply symbolizes the doctrine. You see what I'm saying? Matter of fact, hold that and let me get Genesis. Not Genesis. Let me get Genesis, yeah, that's it. Genesis 49 to 29 and 12, so like it. Genesis 40 and 11.
40 and
Matter of fact, let me get 40 and 10.
Come on.
Go ahead.
This is Genesis chapter 40, verse 10.
Watch this. Come on.
And in the vine were 3 branches.
Where you at? 49 and 10.
49, 10. All right, this is Genesis chapter 49, verse 10. It says, the scepter shall not depart from Judah,
Meaning a rod. Come on.
nor a lawgiver from between his feet,
Right.
until Shiloh come.
Until Shiloh come. Right? Because that's the lead tribe. Right? So the ultimate leader, the ultimate shepherd is going to come. Right? And he also comes from Judah. So this is why this is all in relation to Judah. Keep going.
And unto him,
And unto who?
and unto him
That one Judite. Come on.
shall the gathering of the people be,
Keep going.
binding his foal
Binding his foal. Come
unto
on.
the vine,
Yep. Which is that young donkey. Come on.
and his ass's coat
Well, his ass's coat right here, Salakia.
unto the choice vine.
You see his ass's coat unto the choice vine. Now watch this. You see what I'm saying? Remember that part. We should get it right now. You see? Matter of fact, go ahead and get it. Deuteronomy 32. And then we go ahead and get that.
32, 33.
No, you start at 32 if you got it.
Okay, come on.
Come.
Whoever got it.
Go ahead, all right? Go ahead.
Slack.
Mm-hmm.
Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 32. For their vine,
For who?
for their vine,
For their vine. You see what I'm saying? Read that one more time. Genesis. Matter of fact, go ahead and finish.
come.
Watch this.
Deuteronomy 32 and 32. For their vine
For their vine, come on,
is
what?
of
Uh-huh.
the vine of Sodom
See that? Come on.
and the fields of Gomorrah.
You see, in the fields of Gomorrah. Come on.
Their grapes are grapes of gall.
So we talking about the pretty much we talking the plant we're talking about is a grape plant, which will bring forth wine. You see what I'm saying? So their vine, right, is rooted in wickedness, which is why it's put with Sodom. It's put with Gomorrah. You see what I'm saying? Keep going. So who vine are we talking about? The same vine, right, that was used to bring forth the wine that has all the, right, the earth drunk today, right? So that will be these so-called white people, man. Their vine, one more time on it.
Come. Deuteronomy 32 and 32.
Yep.
For their vine
For their vine, come on.
is of the vine of Sodom
See? They
And-
go back to wickedness, come on.
and the fields of Gomorrah.
So, and everybody drunk of that. So that's why everybody is pretty much, you acting, man, you look like you off what's it called right now. You see what I'm saying? So you could tell pretty much, it's like people, everybody got a standard for how a certain drink make you act when you drink it. You see what I'm saying? Man, you see what I'm saying? That get everybody now. We don't need none of that. We ain't drinking that tonight.
You off the dark. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. You chill, everybody know you off the dark. Well, if you tripping, you got lime green hair. You see what I'm saying? You got gold teeth in your mouth or whatever it may be. You got face tats. You see what I'm saying? You got a figure that's unproportionate. You see what I'm saying? You got you with the free the nipple whole thing. You know what I'm saying? You drilling. You got rainbow colored hair. You a woman, you got blonde hair. You a man, you got blonde hair. We could tell what you drinking, man.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? We could tell you drunk of America's philosophy, man. Right? We can clearly see it, man. That's why you got football players that think they could come out. You know what I'm saying? What was the nigga name? Michael Sam from the St. Louis Rams. He gone now. That's all that was. And he was a Jake Israelite. The first male cheerleaders ever in history, which is it happened a few years back. Jakes, so-called black men. First ever male cheerleaders. Flaming. You know what I'm saying? So we could tell you drunk of this place. You see what I'm saying? Because this place is selling the wine that has everybody mind, and the Lord is telling us pretty much. It's like when you really deal with wine, you can go to wine cellars and you go to the fields. You see what I'm saying? And they'll show you the whole process and how they make their wine, man. It's real intricate. Now, you go into the nitty gritty, you see what they really use, how sanitary they are, etc. The Lord just he just took us in the back of one of Esau's cellars, and he like, look, it's hooked up to this crap. This is what they using. This is where it comes from. You see what I'm saying? So everybody that drink it, thus you have the actions. Thus you have why the nations are mad. So we could tell you drunk of America, man, of the so-called white man's philosophy. You got it one more time, brother.
All right, Deuteronomy chapter 32 and 32.
Yep.
For their vine,
come on,
is of the vine of Sodom.
You see, their vine is of the vine of Sodom. Come on.
And of the fields of Gomorrah.
So that's where it go back to. Then they show you where their fields is at. You know what I'm saying? I done been there with them the whole wine tasting shit. You know what I'm saying? It's real. You know what I'm saying? You know what's so spiritual about it? Only Esau can afford it. You see what I'm saying? This dude got fields. It's so interesting to have a wine. It's so intricate of how laid out it is, man. You see what I'm saying? Most wines got to sit for years. Thus showing you everything they bring to you is stuff they've been working on. You see what I'm saying? Like it just keep going, and then they show you. You know what I'm saying? What fields they use. They show you. It just show you everything, man. And the Lord is literally putting us here because this is actually, what most Israelites are into. You see what I'm saying? So it click. It make all the sense in the world. Their vine, their fields. They talking about their fields. You can't make this up, man. He like this is how they do it, man. This is pull the curtain back. That's it. It's crazy, man. It's amazing. Salaki, brother, one more time. Then we go ahead and get it. It's man.
Deuteronomy 32 and 32. For their vine is of the vine of Sodom and of the fields of Gomorrah.
Yep.
Their grapes are grapes of gall.
Yep. Come on.
Their clusters,
which is poison. Come on.
Their clusters are bitter.
Which is, when you gather a bunch of grapes together, that's a cluster. Come on.
It says
like basically when you go to the store and you got your grapes in the refrigerator, you can pull that little stem out and there's like 50 grapes hooked to it. That's a cluster. Come on.
Their wine is.
So we talking about wine. Come on.
Their wine is the poison of dragons.
It's the poison of dragons. That same dragon. That same damn devil. That same serpent. But it must be talking about how the Messiah ain't in the Old Testament. How it eat. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's all right here. We literally in the Torah, man. And these niggas love quoting that, man. Niggas with names Yehu, Yoshaya, Yisrael. You jakes is finished, man. You not serious. You got it, brother.
All of it are straight to the point.
And that was right. You got it, verse 10.
Come on. Genesis chapter 49, verse 10. The scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet.
Nor a lawgiver from between his feet. Come on.
Until Shiloh come.
Yep.
And unto him.
And that's Yahweh Shah, because that's peace. Come on.
And unto him shall the gathering of the people be.
Come on.
Binding his foal.
So that's an ass. That's a donkey. Come on.
Unto the vine.
Unto the vine. What vine? Watch this. Come on.
And his ass's colt. Unto the choice vine.
Unto the choice vine. The vine the Lord is dealing with. So you got two vines. This is how you got two cups. You see what I'm saying? Which one are you drinking of? Because if you're drinking of the one that the Babylonian cup, you see what I'm saying? These are things you're gonna be into. There's certain things that you putting in your body. You see what I'm saying? You putting in your mind, your spirit, your psyche. But if you drink of this cup, it's gonna show that you into this. You see what I'm saying? And there's certain things that you on it. Just likewise, there's certain things with drinking of this, right? You put it in your body. You put it because it's like I said, it's a real intricate process of how wine is put out. But let's keep going because I just wanted to get the point on what wine is. Come on.
He washeth
Yep.
his garments in wine,
He washes his garments in wine. Come on.
and his clothes in the blood of grapes.
You see, so this wine is the doctrine of Yahweh Basham Yahushua, man. Because, matter of fact, let me get Psalms 1, Slaki, not Psalms 1, Isaiah 1 and 16 real quick.
Come
on.
Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 16.
Yep.
Wash you. Make you clean.
The Lord said, wash you. You know what I'm saying? Make you what?
Make you clean.
Watch this. How?
Put away the evil of your doings from before mine eyes. Cease to do evil.
Cease to do evil. So that's how you'll wash you and make you clean. You see? Keep going.
Learn to do well.
Learn. How you gonna learn? You gotta hear the faith. You gotta be told about it. You see what I'm saying? That's the Romans 10. But we're gonna get a clearer one. Go ahead.
Seek judgment.
Seek judgment.
Relieve the oppressed.
Relieve the oppressed. You got it.
Judge the fatherless.
Judge the fatherless.
Plead for the widow.
So the Lord is telling you how to make yourself clean, man. You see what I'm saying? Now, real quick, let me grab this one. This is Psalms 119 and 9. It says, wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way? By taking heed according to thy word. So that's why I say, one more time on that, they say this right here.
Come on. Genesis chapter 49, verse 11.
Yep.
Binding his foal unto the vine, and his ass's coat unto the choice vine.
Right.
He washeth his garments in wine.
You see, he washeth his garments in wine. Thus it's talking about Yahushua, how he get down. And your garments is representing your mindset. So he cleansed himself up, and he really saturates his mind on the doctrine of the Heavenly Father. You see what I'm saying? Because, come on.
And his clothes in the blood of grapes.
You see, in the blood of grapes, which is what the Lord's doctrine is likened unto, because you can't wash something without cleaning it. You see what I'm saying? And we just heard how you clean something by taking heed to the word. So this word is likened unto wine. You see, just like Esau's, this doctrine is likened unto wine. Just like Esau's doctrine is likened unto wine. That's the duality of it. Both have a cup. You see what I'm saying? So this is Isaiah no, we ain't gonna bring this up. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, okay, Con. So let's go back to where we was at. You had something you was holding, brother?
I just read the Isaiah 1 to 16.
Okay, Con. You got it. I think that was it.
Back to
yeah. So pretty much, man. Why, you know what I'm saying, is the doctrine, man. You know, because the only way you can wash yourself and make yourself clean is by taking heed to the word. So this word is likened unto a wine. You see, so the Lord said, he matter of fact, in John 6, and then bring that Matthew back out one more time.
This is John chapter 6 and verse 54. Whoso eateth my flesh and drinketh my blood hath eternal life, and I will raise him up at the last day.
Con, that's it?
Yeah, Con, go ahead.
Matthew chapter 26, verse 27. And he took the cup and gave thanks and gave it to them, saying, drink ye all of it, for this is my blood of the New Testament, which is shed for many for the remission of sins.
See that? So is he literally telling you to drink? No, he's telling you to hear, man. You see what I'm saying? He's telling you to hear. Matter of fact, let me get John 7 and 37. You know? So you want to hear this so you can be right. Because if you hearing that crap over there, you're going to be mad. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be bugged out, man. And that's pretty much it on it. You got it?
John chapter 7 and verse 37.
Yep.
In the last day,
yep,
that great day of the feast, Yahushua stood and cried.
So look, it's talking about a feast. What's at feast? More than likely wine. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
It says,
Shit, we was just reading about the feast. That's in the 26th chapter we was just reading about. That was the Passover. That's a feast. What was they having? Wine. The fruit. Come on.
it says, Yahushua stood and cried, saying, if any man thirst, let him come unto me and drink.
See? If any man thirst, he said, let him just come unto him and drink. He ain't say, if any man thirst, I got some water. He said, let him come unto me and drink, man. You know what I'm saying? Like he is a cup with whatever in it. You see what I'm saying? So he wasn't handing nothing out. But he was though. Watch this. Come on.
He that believeth.
He that do what?
He that believeth on me.
So come and hear these words. Come listen to these words. Because when you hear these words, that's likened unto you drinking, man. You see what I'm saying? Let me get Job 12.
So that's like John 4. The everlasting one.
Yep, exactly.
On the top?
No. Job 12 and verse 11, I believe. Yep. Verse 10. Salaki.
This is Job chapter 12, verse 10.
Yep.
In whose hand is the soul of every living thing?
11, bro.
Verse 11. It says, do not the ear try words?
You see, do not the what?
The ear try words.
You see, so the ear try words. So it's like taste, that's like wine testing. When you go to the wine factories and you taste wine, you see wine tasting, do not the ear try words. Keep going.
And the mouth taste his meat.
You see, and the mouth tastes his meat. See, so there you go. Your ear is likened unto a mouth. The Lord like, come sip on this. You see what I'm saying? It's like when Jake, that's how you know we wrote the scriptures, man. Like when Jake say, let me come put this bug in your ear real quick. You see what I'm saying? Are we literally talking about putting a bug in your ear? No. Was he literally saying, come up to me and drink? You know what I'm saying? We wrote this is our book, man. This ain't nobody else's book. They don't do none of that. Jake walking metaphors, similitudes, similes, parables. You know what I'm saying? Allegories.
That's all that Jake loved to hear in the world. They said when they hear a rapper use a metaphor of some sort, they said Jake go crazy and like basically had that be stuck in his head, telling that to everybody else type job.
And Jake could tell you I'm charged up. Is he literally in the? You know what I'm saying? Is he an iPhone now?
It's like Jake on fire.
You know what I'm saying? But we you know what I'm saying? We can go all day with it. Cause you got we say these things. No, y'all don't say y'all charged up. You see what I'm saying? Y'all don't say y'all turned up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't say things like this, man. Y'all don't say I'm about to dip. I'll be like, what are chips? You know what I'm saying? Exactly. We ain't talking about that. See? Jake be like, we ain't talking about that. Because Jake can't get this word though. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know it ain't fun. Exactly. The Lord blind their mind. Because this you, Jake. You got it. It's like
Jake say they got the plug. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Keep going, man. Jake got a plug now. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. So yeah, that's all it's talking about, man. So that's pretty much it. I think the point pretty much proved, you know. See, the brother got something on the comment board. But you finish, bro. I'll finish what y'all got. Because we pretty much already went into it, man. We're going into, you know what I'm saying, the news and how he's slipping with his words and all that. You know, because the wine do go much further. You know, it's a continuous unfold of you know, how all the nations have drunk and what they have drunk of, man. You know what I'm saying?
Still had that John 7, 37.
I thought you finished that.
I read 37, but I know we're going to 38.
You read? You was reading. Go ahead. Yeah,
Okay,
come. Go ahead and finish it. 38.
This is John chapter 7 and verse 38. he that believeth on me, as the scripture hath said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water.
That's it. So there you go, man. So it ain't literally talking about people drinking wine. It's people hearing doctrines, you know what I'm saying, philosophies, vain babbling, and it's deceiving them. It is making them crazy. You see what I'm saying? Just like we hearing of this doctrine, it's making us, you know, sane. It's making us righteous. You got it?
Right.
Yep. It's giving us everlasting life. It's leading us to life, man. You know, Lord willing. You got it?
I still got that Job. That's where I was at. Other
You
than that,
drop that.
other than that, just got the Revelations.
Yeah, come.
All right, come. Revelation chapter 18, verse 3. It says, "For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies."
Yeah. Let me get Psalms 49:11. You see what I'm saying? So they wax rich. You see what I'm saying? Through the abundance. That's that fatness. You see what I'm saying? That's that fatness, man. To the point now, come on.
Come on, this is Psalm chapter 49 and verse 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever.
And that's what you pretty much succeed in here allows you to think. You know what I'm saying? You got Jake's talking about they NBA young boys. You know, they never gonna go broke again. Rick Ross talking about he rich forever. You know what I'm saying? That's the philosophy that you drunk of the wine of Esau. You mad. You know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and grab that real quick. One more time on that, brother.
Psalms 49 and verse 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names.
You see, so that's talking about the so-called white man. This is Sirach 11, and I'm gonna start at verse 24. Again, say not, I have enough, and possess many things. And what evil shall be, Salaki, and what evil shall I have hereafter? Most talking about some rich, they rich forever. You know what I'm saying? You never going broke again. Right? In the day of prosperity, there is a forgetfulness of affliction. So as soon as Jake come up, see, once you succeed here, you feel like that's it. You know what I'm saying? When you was just broke. That's why I say in the day of prosperity, there is a forgetfulness of affliction. But that's only if you ain't. That's only if you done drunk of the so-called white man's philosophy, because he allows you to think. Jake think because he get a record deal, he's set. That's why you got so many dudes that keep going getting record deals and they end up with no money, because they've been sold, they bought into, they believe, aka they drunk the whole finally famous. You know what I'm saying? But all famous people don't got money, man. You know what I'm saying? This is verse hell, Jeffrey Dahmer was famous.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It says, and in the day of affliction, there is no remembrance. Slaki. And in the day of, let me read it one more time. Verse 20, Sirach 11 and 24, again, say not, I have enough and possess many things. And what evil shall I have hereafter? In the day of prosperity, there is a forgetfulness of affliction. As soon as a nigga gets some money, he think you know what I'm saying? He can never go back down again. That's what that said. That's the philosophy and the mindset of the so-called white man. That their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. In the day of prosperity, there is a forgetfulness of affliction, and in the day of affliction, there is no remembrance of prosperity. You see what I'm saying? So when you down, People forget what it feel like to have a good, that the sun gonna come up. You see what I'm saying? You just see all bad, but you forget about light at the end of the tunnel. So it's like that when it's the flip side of it when you on top. You see, that's why you don't want to drink of this wine, man, because you will be bugged out here, man. It says, for it is an easy thing unto the Lord in the day of death to reward a man according to his ways. You see? It say the affliction of an hour maketh a man forget pleasure. So when you see these jakes dying on camera, you see what I'm saying? They resting in peace now, so it's all good. They straight. But that ain't your. He ain't think about that 8 million. You see what I'm saying? For all you know, one could have fell out that helicopter, fell out that sky. They could have still been alive when they hit the ground. You don't know that. You know what I'm saying? The Lord said he said the affliction of an hour make a man forget pleasure. When you going through a toothache for a damn hour, you don't even remember when you hit that, you know what I'm saying? You hit that lick or whatever you may have did, man. Or when you, them damn tacos, the best tacos you ever ate in your life. You don't remember none of that, man. You see? It says, and in his end, his deed shall be discovered. You see? So that's pretty much it, man. You know?
And his deeds will be discovered because that's his judgment. You know, and how he was judged.
Yep. So yeah, man. Hey, this wine that made people mad. You see, to where mothers think they never gonna go broke again, and they ain't. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The party over, man. You know what I'm saying? The party is over. You know, you're gonna have people eating their kids, man. That's in the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? That baby you also love. It says the affliction of an hour maketh a man forget pleasure. You know what I'm saying? You forget that little bundle of joy. That mug food. You know what I'm saying? You just this the world. This is reality, man.
I got some.
You got it.
It's on Jeremiah chapter 50 in verse 11. Mm-hmm. It says, because ye were glad, because ye rejoiced, O ye destroyers of mine heritage, because you are grown fat as the heifer at grass and bellowed as bulls. Your mother shall be sore confounded. She that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost of the nations shall be a wilderness, a dry land in the desert. So just going into, all of that, you was glad, you rejoiced, you thought you was up. But ultimately at the end, that destruction is going to overtake you. And then like the soreness of that hour, paraphrasing, like there won't be any rejoicing in that. Going back, thinking about all of this, this increase that you had, the fatness, right?
Yeah, man. So you got this is 2 Ezra 5 and 8. It says we're gonna start it I'm gonna start at 1. 2 Ezra 5, and I'm gonna just hit the point, man. This is verse 8. It says there shall be there shall also be I'm getting 1. It says nevertheless as coming the tokens, behold, the days shall come that they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in great number. You see how you taken? With that first you got took with the wine. You see what I'm saying? And then the body gonna follow. You drunk or something, nigga wake up. Look, that's Esau. You gonna wake up in the saw room, man. You gonna wake up, forgot, damn, I did lose my house. My house did get foreclosed on. Nigga wake up on the sidewalk, you know what I'm saying? This was a millionaire. A lot of these so-called homeless people you see, but the millionaires. Don't get it twisted. These people don't live, man. That nigga, he done forgot that. You see, but anyway, it says, and it all started by him drinking of that wine. That's what ended him up there. That's what ended her up there. See? Woke up, finished. It says that they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. You see? It says, verse 2, but iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest. But iniquity shall be increased, that's that burden, above that which now thou seest, or that thou hast heard long ago. So, man, it says, and the land which thou seest now to have root, thou shalt see wasted suddenly. But let me slow it down real quick. So iniquity is about to be increased. Why? Off of that philosophy, off the drinking of the wine. You told people that they can bear arms. You see what I'm saying? People drunk off of that. You see what I'm saying? So it's about to be a lot of death ultimately that's about to come. The Lord said, though it tarry, wait for it. It shall surely come. So yeah, ain't nothing broke out for real yet. But he said it's going to come, man. It's just wait. It's just wait. It's boiling. You know what I'm saying? It's like pretty much when you forgot you was boiling something in the kitchen. The next thing you know, water done spilled there. Where you, oh, shit. You know what I'm saying? You forgot people forgot that we can't get caught up and forget. These people drunk of that wine. These people been practicing. You see what I'm saying? They've been going to shooting ranges, you know, and stuff been brewing. We can't forget that the Lord has written that all these things gonna happen, man. Insurrection. People against people. You see what I'm saying? Civil war. And then and pretty much that's likened unto you boiling the water in the kitchen and forgetting about it. And then when it pop off, you like, oh, you see what I'm saying? So we can't have that to happen to us because that's what's about to happen to Esau. You see what I'm saying? Esau forgot. He's so damn drunk off our blood, as the scriptures say. He done forgot these people drunk. So he gonna forget, like, damn, I did put out gun rights. You see what I'm saying? Damn, I was enticing and putting seditions out here, which is what, you know, seditions is enticing people to, you know, bring violence, man. And then it pop off. And how is it? Why is it gonna pop off? Because these people drunk off their wine. Therefore, the nations are mad. You see what I'm saying? So that's another form. That's another way of how all the nations have drunk of the wine of fornication. Esau, I wonder who started the whole nuclear war idea. You know what I'm saying? Who started the first bomb? You see what I'm saying? The damn white man, man. And who drunk of that? All the other nations. So now they got nukes too.
All types of nukes.
And now it's gonna backfire on him because he done forgot. Once again, he the nigga that forgot he boiled something. He boiled something in the kitchen. Then when it spill everywhere, your house done burnt down. Too late. You forgot. You done got them drunk off this nuclear stuff and technology. You.
Everybody sitting back with nukes.
Drunk. Mad. Ready to use them. You started that, man. God, bring that yeah. Don't bring that one out just yet. This second Ezra 5 and 3. It says, "In the land that thou seest now to have, shalt thou see wasted suddenly." So that's pretty much like I just said. When you boiling something in the kitchen and you forget you boiling it. You know what I'm saying? It's like if I'm a bartender, right? I'm serving people their drinks. It's funny because I was just having a conversation about this. If I'm serving people drinks, I know exactly what everybody intake is in here pretty much. So it should get to the point where I be like, all right, you done had enough. Or I should at least have some sense to realize, like, yo, it's finna pop off because this man drunk as hell. You see what I'm saying? Or she done drunk a lot. She about to pass out. You see what I'm saying? That's pretty much the equivalent of this. So that's why I say, in the land that thou seest now to have root, shalt thou see wasted suddenly, out of nowhere. Why is it suddenly? Because the reason why it's gonna be so sudden, because ain't nobody looking for it, man. You see what I'm saying? So this nigga done got people drunk and forgot. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how it's gonna happen. It's gonna be like the pot that overflows and it's too late when you get to the kitchen. Something that either caught on fire or you done spill water everywhere. But let me get to the point. This is verse 8. It says, "There shall be confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters." So yeah, shall be confusion in many places. That's the doctrine that the people that have partaken in being acted out. You know what I'm saying? Being played out. Confusion. Because that's all that was served to them. You see what I'm saying? So people don't know when they finna get their next meal. People don't know what they gonna do now because they was an entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? So if your business gets shut down, now what? And that's all because of what? They drunk of that wine, man. Of her fornication. Things you shouldn't even got into. You see that? So it's pretty much it, man. And then, brother, I know you got something. The brother, you know what I'm saying? That other one will really. On point.
It's from a war of Israel. It's Malachi chapter 1 and verse 4.
Yep.
Whereas Edom said,
yep,
"We are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever."
Yeah. So the border of wickedness, man. You know. So you know that's pretty much it, man. You know, it's pretty much self-explanatory. Brother, he ain't had nothing else on the comment board.
The other one that I grabbed, that was the other one he had to go to.
Yeah, that one either. I'm trying to see how to. Matter of fact, you go ahead and bring it up real quick.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
This is John chapter 8, verse 44. Ye are your father the devil, and the lust of your father and the lust of your father ye will do.
So yeah, pretty much the so-called white man, he's a devil himself. So he deals with lies and lives off lies. You see what I'm saying? So because that's what he subjected himself to. So it's the same thing with these people. You see what I'm saying? If you subjecting yourself to, you know, hearing what the so-called white man say and believe in every word, you're gonna be of him. You got it.
It says, he was a murderer from the beginning.
Yep.
And abode not in the truth.
Yep. You don't have the truth drinking of this. Come on.
Because there is no truth in him.
See, there's no truth in him. Come on.
When he speaketh a lie,
yep,
he speaketh of his own.
You see that?
For he is a liar and the father of it.
So he made this wine. You know what I'm saying? The wine of lies. He's the creator of that. You know what I'm saying? So all those
The cunning hunter.
Yeah. Let's close out on this. Revelation 12 and 12.
Okay. This is Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12.
Yep.
It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens.
No, that ain't it. 12 and 8.
Okay. Revelation 12 and 8. And prevailed not, neither was their place found any more in heaven. Keep going. Verse 9.
You see? Yeah, that's it. 12 and 9.
Okay. Revelation 12 and 9, it says, and the great dragon was cast out.
That dragon. See that wine of dragons. You see what I'm saying? Come on.
And the great dragon was cast out.
Yep.
That old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceive the whole world.
That's it, man. So these people finished, man. People really thought they can put their all in this place. You see, you really seeing the reactions to being drunk off America in many different phases. Some people passing out. You see what I'm saying? That's niggas dying in all different ways. You see what I'm saying? Nigga gonna get his head blown off because he think he got the right to bear arms. You see what I'm saying? But he an Israelite. She an Israelite.
That was something that came on the news too. The not fucking run crew. That's Jake had the gun.
Yeah, the NFC.
Shot himself.
Yeah, the NFC, man. You know what I'm saying? NFAC. You know? So yeah, and that's, you know, they going off of this, man. And that's, you seen a reaction of a nigga drunk. That's what I was trying to get. Go ahead and grab this and close this out. This will be the last one. You got something else?
I was just saying I ain't never finished.
Yeah, of course, Con.
No, it's Psalms 55.
You got it.
Con. Psalms 55 and 21. It says, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords.
Man, this is going back to what we were talking about earlier. But let's go ahead and close out with this. This is Isaiah. Okay, you see, hold up, let me see, man. Spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused the earth to burn, even every word thereof, as a drunken man, I ain't gonna bring it out now. This is Isaiah 29:9, that's what I wanted earlier. Stay yourselves and wonder, cry ye out and cry, they are drunken. You know what I'm saying? But not with wine. You see? They stagger, but not with strong drink. See that? So pretty much, let me get verse 10 and say, for the Lord hath poured upon you the spirit of deep sleep, and have closed your eyes. The prophets and your rulers and the seers hath he covered. So pretty much, people don't know what's going on. They bugged out. People are pretty much at their end wits, you know, partaking in you know, the so-called white man's thought process, how he gets down. You see? Motherfucker gonna get that vaccination and turn into a mushroom when they wake up. You know what I'm saying? That's because you drunk off. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? Brothers got anything else? Got some? 22. Yeah, you got it. Go ahead.
This is Psalm 55 and verse 22. Cast thy burden upon the Lord.
Yep. There go that burden. Come on.
And he shall sustain thee. He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved.
Yeah, so you know, people they partake because they like, well, this is the only way I can come up. The so-called white man ran everything, so I gotta, you know what I'm saying? Nah, you cast your burden upon the Lord. He gonna hold you down and make sure you good. You see what I'm saying? Leave that goddamn wine alone, man. That Esau juice. You know what I'm saying? That E and J. You know what I'm saying? Take off the E and J. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and close out. Or was it edifying, give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Wahak, Wadash, Rakah. Amen. Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.